Well, no surprise here. Housing prices and average household debt at record highs across the GTA and the country. A new poll released a couple of hours ago by the CIBC has found a growing number, nearly half of Canadian homeowners are choosing to renovate this year, but are spending less to do so. However, Toronto bucks the national trend. We're going to tell you how. Kathleen Woodard, Senior Vice President, Regional Head for Ontario CIBC, is joining me right now. And at the end, we're going to give you some good advice if you are renovating. Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
I am well. A lot of people who are watching right now are planning on renovating, it would seem. The new poll out this morning. Let's take a look at some of the stats. 48% will repair, improve their home this year. That's up from 37% from last year.
Many more Canadians, and especially in GTA, are just choosing to stay put in their homes. They are choosing not to go into the housing market right now, but spend money on basic maintenance, wear and tear for their homes.
56% choosing to renovate instead of buying another home. And that, no doubt, has more to do with the hot housing market than it does with a need to renovate.
It's true. We saw that actually in our CIBC poll across the country, but particularly in GTA. More of our GTA homeowners just said that they would much rather renovate. They found it less stressful than actually jumping into the housing market.
That's less stressful?
Yes, I know, hard to believe, but it's true.
Now, let's go to the Toronto numbers. Yeah. This is interesting. 46% of homeowners plan to renovate in the next 12 months, 58% choosing to renovate. However, the amount of money we are spending here in Toronto is, I mean, we could almost say it's almost twice what the rest of the country is planning to spend.
It's almost twice the national average, and so it's actually up from last year here in GTA. And so I think it's a reflection of obviously the house prices, availability of contractors, and people just choosing to do maybe a little bit more of the bigger additions, bigger projects than what they're doing across the rest of the country.
Now, your survey puts out a warning right now. You're saying, first of all, a lot more people are using cash.
Which is great.
Yes. Instead of putting that on debt.
Yeah.
But big problem with renovations. What is it?
Well, it was interesting. When we did the poll, we surveyed and asked how many people agreed with the fact that renovations are going to cost more than they anticipate. So 86% agreed. Pretty much anyone you talk to says it costs a lot. But the problem is they don't have a plan. Yeah. So 2/3 of Canadians are going into these renovations without a budget, without a plan. And so that's really a problem. So, you know, obviously one of the things we highly encourage people to do is just take the time up front, set a plan, and make those decisions about what is nice to have versus you must have.
Yeah. And it's so much easier now because you can go online you can sit down at the computer at home.
Do your research.
Here's what we want to do. Here's how much it's going to cost.
For sure.
And put it out there. This is what cities do, is they put it out there to tender.
Yep.
So why not play people off against each other?
Absolutely.
And go into it with your eyes fully open.
Yeah, we encourage people to, for sure, do their research. Some folks are actually doing it themselves, so a little DIY. No problem, but you got to make sure that you've got expertise, and you have to know what you're getting into. We're seeing in GTA people are actually using more contractors than across the rest of the country, which makes sense, but you want to do your research, get quotes.
Get quotes and get a reliable contractor. Go make sure they have a stack of recommendations.
Yeah, there's some horror stories out there.
Oh, very much so. Okay, very interesting results of the study. We're going to be talking about them throughout the morning here on BT as well. You can see them on our website, citynews.ca. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.